This is a Tokyo Bada 23 sneaker channel. Tokyo Bada 23 のスニーカーチャンネルです。毎日アップするので毎日見てください。I bring you content every single day, every day. Short, sharp videos, 5 minutes or 10 minutes about sneaker reviews, upcoming sneaker releases, and sneaker news. And if that's what you're interested in, if you want to get that sneaker content every single day, this is the channel for you. Today I'm bringing you a review of the upcoming release of the Yeezy 700 Salt. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the upcoming release of the Yeezy 700 Salt, or is it? I'm not sure, it might have dropped already. And if you're watching this months in the future because my channel is so popular and millions of people have subscribed and you're looking back at the history of Tokyo Bada 23, then they've definitely dropped. But anyway, without that, and having said that, let's get on to this actual review of these sneakers. Now, the channel is getting up there and we're hitting that 200 mark in subscribers. We're pushing on. Please hit the subscribe button. Every single day I bring you content. It's very hard for me with a full-time job. If you appreciate that, let me know. Hit the subscribe button and support the channel, and I'll keep on bringing you that daily content. That being said, let's get into this. I need your help. I said yesterday in my video, because what I always do is I always promote tomorrow's video and the previous day's video. So yesterday when I was talking about those blazers with that flipped swoosh on the side, I said tomorrow I'll bring you the Yeezy Salt. Today I'm bringing you the Yeezy Salt, and tomorrow is all about the Pegasus Gyakuso, which is interesting because Gyakuso is a Japanese word. I bet you don't know what it means, and I'll tell you what it means tomorrow. And those Pegasus Gyakuso sneakers I'll be bringing you tomorrow. And yes, yesterday I said I have a different perspective on these Yeezys and Yeezy Salts to anybody else, in my opinion, and that perspective is that I don't like them. It's very simple. I don't like them. And I'm not just saying I don't like the salts. I just don't like the 700 series at all. But it seems like I'm the only one. I was on Reddit, which is an unusual place for a sneaker YouTuber to be, it seems. But I was on Reddit, and they have a sneaker community on Reddit. And somebody had dropped, you know, their Yeezy Wave Runners. Like, I've got my grails at last. And I'm like, really? Do people really consider the Yeezy 700 to be a grail? Do they still really, really like it? I haven't had them on foot, so that's a bit unfair for me to sort of have an opposing opinion. But to me, the 700s are not a sneaker to get behind, and it confuses me. So I really need your help, because I'm not kidding, I'm confused as to why people like these. I just don't get it. I don't think they look good. I don't think any of the colorways have been particularly good, but even if the colorway was a nice colorway, I don't think the base sneaker itself is a nice looking sneaker. So it's just not a sneaker that I can get behind. Having said that, I made a very clear commitment on this channel that I will bring you daily reviews about a variety of sneakers and not just my personal opinion. It would be sneakers that people out there are interested in. So I have tomorrow the Gyakuso Pegasus runners. I haven't been running for like 2 years, so obviously I don't have a vested interest in those sneakers, but I'll be bringing that tomorrow. Yesterday I brought you that Fashion House Slam Jam from Italy sneaker. Again, I'm not particularly fashionable. And then today here with the Yeezy Salts, I'm not invested in this, but I do try and bring you that content that you're interested in as opposed to content that I'm interested in. I would really, really appreciate it if you could hit me up with comments down below explaining to me what it is that attracts people to these Yeezy 700 Salts. That being said, let's actually have a look at these sneakers and get into them. Now, the first thing to note is, of course, they're actually made from extremely high quality materials. Now, the two main materials on the upper are the paneling throughout the upper is a mesh material, and overlaying that mesh material is suede. Now, when you're bringing out a white sneaker, that's a great combination. When you have mesh and suede together, it can be a little bit challenging if the colors don't go well, or if they're both the same color. If you're trying to go for, say, purple in suede and purple in mesh, they can sometimes not work, and it's really hard to get the two colors to work together because they're two very different materials. But in the case of the Yeezy Salt, the mesh panels and the suede overlays that go around them really go well together. But I do have that question about these Yeezy Salts. Salt is white. These sneakers are not. They're grey. You know, a light grey, admittedly. So I kind of don't really get why they call it a Yeezy Salt. Why don't they just call it Yeezy White? Or anyway, I mean, maybe Salt where they make Yeezys is grey. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I to blow against the wind, as Paul Simon once said. Anyway, so yeah, so the upper is made out of these high quality materials that mesh on the panels, and then the suede overlays all the way through them. Then getting inside the sneaker to the insole, it's one of my favorite pieces of the sneaker, to be honest. It's really interesting looking insole. I don't think it's woven or mesh material. I just think that's a design effect, but I think it's actually a really nice looking insole. Unusual for that to be a point that attracts me to a sneaker, but yes, that is definitely one of the main points that I really like about the sneaker is the insole. Then going down, we've gone, it's very white, like I said, or grey, white, salt grey, whatever, all the way down the upper. The only flash of colour anyway really on the top half of the sneaker is in the outsole, where there's a couple of flashes of black towards the heel. Not the outsole, I apologise, the midsole. The midsole is basically all white or all grey or all salt or whatever you want to call it, with a couple of flashes of black towards that heel section. But if you flip the guys upside down and have a look at the outsole now, it is the outsole we're looking at. It is a black outsole, and it has that really distinctive sort of windows through to the midsole throughout the outsole, which is a nice looking outsole, I have to admit. Now, I probably should get these guys on feet before I judge them in such harsh terms as I do judge them, to decide whether they are a good sneaker or not. But I think they do look like an extremely comfortable sneaker. You've got that really large, oversized outsole, very big windows through to the midsole, and the midsole is made of Boost, and I'm a massive fan of Boost. Extremely comfortable. I mean, I know a lot of Nike heads out there are resistant to Adidas just on principle, but do me a favor, guys, put on a pair of Ultra Boost where it's the Boost midsole front to back, and it's just an incredibly comfortable ride. So I'm sure these Yeezy 700s are very, very comfortable with that Boost midsole. I'm not sure if you can see it through the windows on the midsole or not, like you can on an Ultra Boost, where you can actually see the midsole Boost, or whether or not there's something coating that and you can't see the Boost on the inside. But they definitely do have large windows throughout the outsole that you can see through to the midsole. So there you have it. That's my review of these Adidas Yeezy Boost 700s. Salt, I'm not a huge fan of them. The whole line, and this particular one, nothing special about it. Like I said at the top of this video, I really would appreciate if people could hit me up with comments and let me know what it is about the sneaker that people really like, because I just do not. I don't know if the Son of Sun man will be out there watching this. He's a very busy man these days, guys. If you can get over to the Son of Sun man's channel and show him some support, the guy is just really going at it hammer and tongs, and he's really, really busy. I doubt if he'll be able to watch one of my videos front to back because he is so busy. But if you are out there, buddy, I appreciate you watching. And he, I think, is a fan of the Wave Mirrors or the Mauve. Maybe it's the Mauve ones, 700. So maybe, buddy, if you are watching out there, hit me up with a comment. Let me know what the attraction is for these 700s. I personally don't get it, but that's just me. And I like it when people have differences of opinion. I, for one, thought that the Air Jordan 1 neutral greys were the sneaker of the year. The Son of Some man, well, he thought they were a turd. So he has a completely different perspective to me on those, and I have a completely different perspective to him on these. And that's fine. I love differences of opinion. I like it when we have variance and we have diversity in the world. It's good to disagree and to explain why you disagree, and it's okay to have differences of opinion and still like each other. So I have a difference of opinion. I have a difference of I can't talk. I have a difference of opinion from the rest of the world, it seems, on these Adidas Yeezy 700s in general, and these salts in particular. Please hit me up with a comment down below and tell me differently, and I will appreciate that, and I'll thank you for it. For now, I'm going to sign off and say thanks for checking in. Of course, sub, like, and share, and comment. It really helps the channel. I love it when I get to engage with my community. Getting the channel up past 200 subs is a great thing to aim for. I'm really appreciating that. And I've got to check out and sign off. Remember, tomorrow it's going to be those Zoom Pegasus Gyakuso sneakers that I'll be talking about, and that is a Japanese word, and I look forward to explaining to you why it's the wrong word to put on a sneaker, because here in Japan, Gyakuso has a very different meaning. You'll have to find out what that is when I see you tomorrow. Thank you for checking in today, guys. I really appreciate your being here and viewing my content. Over here we have the channel subscribe button. Channel登録ぜひお願いします. Over here we have the video I recommend you watch next. こちらはおすすめです. And up here we have a link to the channel introduction video. こちらはチャンネルのプロフィールのvideoです. Check them out. Clicking on them really helps the channel.